Today, I want to take a quick second and talk to you about Chassis Flex. Yes, Chassis Flex, an affliction that happens to almost everybody who tries to put a handgun into a pistol chassis. So, Chassis Flex is an affliction that happens when you separate the bore of the gun from the sighting system, whether that is iron sights or an optic. This particular chassis system is set up with an optic hard mounted to the slide. And if you are going to invest in any type of chassis system after years and thousands of dollars in investing in different chassis for testing, this is the way that you need to do it. What happens is when you either slap a handgun into a chassis, like a Roni, or if it has a fire control group, but then it has some sort of mounted optic system that is not directly slaved to the barrel, as in the optic will move independently and the barrel is going to move independently. Might be great for the range if you're going to go out and shoot steel or paper and you've got a great safe backstop. But what you're looking at is a huge liability as far as accuracy. And the biggest test will be if you can actually shoot a tight group and if you can do it in all sorts of positions, whereas you start to add any type of flexing between the master firing grip and the front of the handguard or a vertical grip, you might actually start to see change in the sighting system and the actual axis of the barrel. And that can be a huge problem. So what I would suggest is if you're going to do any kind of pistol chassis, make sure that the optic is hard mounted to the slide. If it is not, get out to the range, make sure you can shoot a tight group and get that thing sighted in. And the second test from that is start flexing on that chassis, master firing grip, handguard, or vertical foregrip. And while you're doing that, start to see if you get any deviations in accuracy. And that is the problem that I have seen over most of the chassis that are out there. I do have two that are currently set up exactly like this. Avoid anything with an optic that is mounted to the chassis, but not to the handgun. If you truly want to avoid this and you're looking at a bag gun, get yourself a dedicated small pistol caliber carbine handgun or SBR, like a Steyr, like a B&T, something along those lines, where they are built where that optic rail and barrel, they have no movement between them. And that's going to save you a world of headache when you get into bag guns. So this is Trek for Breech Bang Clear. Hope this helped. Take care.